A medical perspective, why DIY microneedling can risk permanent facial scarring. When most people hear the word microneedling, they think of smoother, brighter, more youthful looking skin. It's often shown online as a very quick and easy treatment that can be done at home very easily and without minimal risk. However, from a medical perspective, microneedling is not a casual skincare step. It's a procedure that intentionally creates controlled injury within the skin in order to stimulate repair. My name is Dr. Manav Bawa. I'm the medical director here at Time Clinic, and I've been doing medical aesthetics for over 9 years now. When microneedling is performed incorrectly, too aggressively, or without proper assessment, the result can shift from skin improvement to long-term damage. In some cases, this can include permanent facial scarring. Today, I want to explain this clearly and simply for you out there. What microneedling is actually doing to your skin, why professional guidance matters, and why at-home treatment carries more risk than many people realize. What is microneedling actually doing to your skin? Microneedling works by creating tiny punctures in the skin using very fine microneedles. These small injuries trigger the skin's natural healing response. As the skin repairs itself, it produces new collagen and elastin, which help improve texture, firmness, and overall skin quality. When performed correctly in a clinical setting, this process is controlled and carefully monitored. The aim is to stimulate regeneration without overwhelming the skin. However, it is important to remember that microneedling is still a form of controlled injury. If that injury goes beyond what the skin can safely repair, healing may not be smooth or even. Instead of fresh collagen forming evenly, the skin can heal irregularly, which increases the risk of scarring and uneven texture. Why professional assessment matters. Before microneedling is performed in clinic, the skin is always carefully assessed. Not every skin type or condition is suitable for the same treatment depth or technique. Factors such as skin thickness, sensitivity, active acne, rosacea, pigmentation must all be considered before treatment begins. Without this assessment, microneedling can sometimes worsen existing concerns rather than actually improving them. For example, if the skin is already inflamed or fragile, creating repeated injury can delay healing and increase the chance of uneven repair. In some individuals prone to pigmentation or melasma, inflammation from incorrect microneedling can trigger darker patches that can take many months to improve. Professional assessment ensures that treatment is appropriate, safe, and tailored to you, the individual, rather than applied in a one-size-fits-all way. Can at-home microneedling cause scarring? Well, yes, it can. Scarring occurs when the skin is injured more deeply or frequently than it can heal properly. So different areas of the face have different skin thickness. The forehead and under eye area, for example, are much thinner and more delicate than the cheek area. In a clinical environment, needle depth is adjusted constantly to suit each area of the face. At home, devices often lack precise control, or they may be used with too much pressure or too often or too many overlaps. Repeated passes over the same area using deeper needles than the skin can tolerate can lead to uneven healing and scarring. When the deeper layers of the skin are damaged beyond their ability to repair smoothly, the result can be uneven texture, indentations, raised marks, permanent scarring even. Once scarring develops, it can usually be very difficult to fully reverse. Treatments can improve it, but prevention is always far easier than correction. The risk of infection and hygiene. Professional microneedling is carried out using sterile, single-use needles and strict hygiene standards. The skin is properly prepared before treatment and protected afterwards while it heals. At home, maintaining this level of sterility is extremely difficult. Devices may be reused or not fully sanitized, and the skin may be exposed to bacteria while it is still vulnerable. Because microneedling creates tiny open channels in the skin, bacteria can enter more easily. Even a mild infection can disrupt the healing process. This can lead to prolonged inflammation, pigmentation, changes, and in some cases, scarring. Proper aftercare is also essential, as the skin barrier remains compromised for a short period following treatment. Can DIY microneedling worsen pigmentation? For people prone to pigmentation or melasma, incorrect microneedling can sometimes make these concerns much worse. When the skin becomes inflamed, pigment-producing cells can become overactive, leading to darker patches or an uneven skin tone. This type of pigmentation can be slow to fade and may require further professional treatment to correct. What began as an attempt to improve the skin can therefore create new concerns that take far longer to resolve. Why timing and frequency matter. Skin healing takes time. After microneedling, the skin goes through several stages of repair and collagen formation. If treatment is repeated too often, the skin may not have enough time to fully recover between the sessions. Frequent or aggressive microneedling can keep the skin in a constant state of inflammation, which is a terrible scenario. Over time, this can weaken the skin barrier, disrupt normal healing, and increase the likelihood of pigmentation, infection, or scarring. In clinical practice, treatments are carefully spaced to allow full recovery, therefore optimal results. Microneedling can be a very effective treatment when performed correctly in a safe and controlled medical environment. However, it is not a risk-free procedure, and it should never be viewed as a simple at-home skincare step. The difference between healthy collagen stimulation and permanent skin damage often comes down to small but critical details: the correct depth, sterile technique, proper assessment, and appropriate treatment intervals. Without these, the skin could be placed under necessary stress and may heal unpredictably. If you're considering microneedling, seek professional advice first. A qualified practitioner will assess your skin, guide you safely, and ensure that any treatment performed supports a long-term skin health rather than putting your skin at risk. You should always be treated with care and precision and respect, because once damaged, it's far more difficult to restore. If you found this helpful today, if you've had microneedling, if you've done microneedling at home, please do drop a comment in. I'd love to discuss this with you and have a chat. And please do share this with anyone else that you feel this may be helpful for. I hope to see you soon.